Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Oh my god, I missed you all so much. I know it is my mistake. I didn't film for such a long time. So I'm gonna tell you guys like what happened and why I didn't film for such a long time. But before jumping into that, in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my most favorite makeup of all time. Like these are the makeup products that I trust. These are my ride or die. And I promise this is going to be like the top tier of makeup that I have ever used. And I go back to them over and over and over again. So 2022 is going to end in almost like what, 2-3 days, which is absolutely insane. Like I don't even remember what I did this year. It just like went on like that. Anyways, okay, so the main reason why I was not able to film videos or why I took a break from YouTube for such a long time is because my laptop all of a sudden it just got shut off and it was not opening. I was panicking and I have a MacBook Pro and you guys know Apple products are so expensive. So I took it to the Apple store and they checked it out and they told us it might be because of the battery issue or the motherboard issue, and if you have to change either of them, it will cost you 60,000 rupees, which is a lot of money. I didn't expect that to happen and I was just in like panic mode. I didn't know what to do and they told me that they had to first like check what is happening. That will charge around 3 to 5K, something like that. At that point of time, I just froze. I was like, for my bad luck, I'm sure that, I have to spend 60,000 rupees. So I was like, you know what, let me think about it because I'm not ready to spend 60,000 because it's already like a 4-year-old laptop. And I asked them if I want to like exchange and buy the new one, how much it would cost. They told me in exchange, they're going to pay for my old laptop only 13K or 15. I think they said 13K. When I heard that, I just went in a shock. I was like, what do I do? Like, or should I have to spend or should I have to like wait? Like, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I took my laptop back home. This is the first thing that happened that really upset me. And I had planned so many videos for Diwali. I was so excited and all of a sudden this happens. So I was like contacting other people and asking like if I can buy any other laptop, like what, So I was just figuring it out. But I knew that this situation is going to take a little bit longer time. Like even if I have to like spend money and buy the laptop altogether, it will take me like a few days time. Or if I have to like get it repaired, again, they told me it will take around 5 or 6 days. So I was not sure like what should I do. And after that, I had like my birthday was coming up. Okay, I had planned to go to Bali and even that kind of cancelled. And then I made another plan since Bali's plan was like, was not happening, and I planned to go somewhere nearby and even that plan got cancelled. So I was like in a very, very depressing mode. And also I lost my pet of 11 years this year in March. And I know a lot of you have asked me, but I never had the courage to even like, reply to your comments saying he's no more. I'm so sorry for that. But whenever I talk about it, I don't know. Even though it's been 8 months, I thought probably in a month or 2 months or 3 months I'll get over it. But he was one of the most precious ones in my life. And I know some people are going to say, oh, it's just a dog. And, like they have a very limited lifespan. But I didn't expect this. I thought I still had like a lot more time with him. And it was just all of a sudden, it happened. And that's why whenever I kind of remember that I go to a very negative zone. But leading to my birthday, I just remembered whenever like anyone's birthday in the house, yeah, whenever we used to like cut the cake in the night, he would always be there. Like he would never go sleep until we gave him like a piece of cake. So yeah, remembering all that, I just went into a very negative zone. On my birthday, I was so depressed that I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just like switched off my phone and then I cried for like, I think half an hour or 1 hour and then I went to sleep. And this is how I celebrated my birthday this year. And guys, the irony of all this is that my laptop, it just got on all of a sudden. Like I took it to the store after 2 weeks. I was like, okay, fine, let me do it now. All of a sudden, it's on. Like I didn't even have to spend like a rupee on it. Probably I had to be very depressed and sad on my birthday. That's what I feel now thinking about it. And after that, even though I wanted to film videos, I just felt like, I was not ready. Like I had to take a little more time for myself. And that's what happened. That's why I was not able to film for such a long time. And I just wanted to like come here and share with you, especially this particular video is so important for me to film before 2022 ends. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get started. So I just put my hair back. Okay, so now let's get started with makeup. First product I'm going to be using is this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And honestly, I used to think that, this doesn't do much for my skin, but over a period of time, I have loved using this product. And as you all can see, I have almost hit the pan, and this is amazing, especially if you have dry skin. And for this winters, it is so good. Like whenever I use this product, my skin doesn't feel dry over the period of time. It doesn't oxidize, nor it doesn't like settle down in my dry patches. So I'm just going to like apply all over my face, and I've already done my skincare, okay? I'm also going to apply this around my eye area. And as you all can see, it just like hydrates my skin so well, and it is going to, keep my face hydrated throughout the day. Moving on to the next product I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Now, again, this is another amazing, amazing product that I really, really love. So I'm just going to apply it on the high points of my face. Yeah, and I'm going to slightly like blend everything. Guys, like look at that glow, that dewiness that this product gives. It just looks so beautiful. It actually looks very natural, like as if I'm glowing from within. And this is the most like dewy, lightweight, illuminating primer I've ever used. So that's why I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury and highly recommend. Okay. So now moving on to foundation, my number one top favorite foundation definitely has to be the Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation, and I'm in the shade 3.2. So you guys know I keep testing out so many foundations every single time, and the reason why this is my top favorite is because it not only looks natural on my skin, but at the same time, it just gives you that skin-like finish and keeps your foundation throughout the day without making it look cakey or heavy. And that's why I absolutely love it so much. So I have taken 2 pumps of the foundation, and I'm just going to apply this with a brush all over my face. I have been enjoying using medium to buildable coverage foundations a lot lately because it just gives such a beautiful like skin-like finish and still covers up your imperfections really well. So I'm just going to go in with my sponge and I'm going to blend it in. Okay, so I'm going to take one more pump and I'm just going to build the foundation a little bit around this area. Just on the areas where, I need coverage, I'm just going to apply there. And if you're someone who sweats a lot, or if your makeup, tends to go off after a while, or if it gets oxidized, I think this is the foundation that you definitely have to try. So next I have one more product. Now this is something I use only on any special events that I have to go, and I absolutely love this product so much. So this is the Dior's Air Flash Foundation. And I have the shade 300. I think the shade 400 would have been perfect for my skin tone, but I got the shade 300, and this one I just like to use it just on the cheeks, like a little bit. Like, wait, let me just spray. And going back with my same sponge, I'm going to blend everything out. This is the reason why I absolutely love this foundation. As you all can see, my skin looks like skin. It doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup or anything. You can see the shine, the dewiness peeking through from the skin. It just looks so beautiful and airbrushed. And this combination works absolutely great every single time. So here's the story time, okay? So once I had this makeup and it was my friend's bachelorette, and I had this makeup on for almost, I think, 20 hours, and then we went to the pool. So I was actually pushed in the pool along with my other friends, and even after all of that, my makeup stayed intact, like nothing moved, and everyone was shocked. Everyone were like, oh my god, what have you done? So anyways, that's done. So next, moving on to concealer. You guys already know this. My all-time favorite concealer is this Too Faced Born This Way. This has really good coverage. It covers up all of your imperfections, your dark circles so well, and still doesn't look cakey. I'm in the shade Sand, and I think this just matches my skin tone perfectly. So wait like a minute or two and then try to blend your concealer. This will give you like really good coverage. So now I'm just going to go in and blend my concealer. First, I'm going to blend around my mouth area. So I have hyperpigmentation here, and I definitely need to, add a little more product right over there sometimes. Can you see, you guys? So that is the finish that this concealer gives. I do have some texture right over here, and it also minimizes my texture and my pores, and it has covered up all of my imperfections so well and still doesn't make my face look cakey or anything. Okay. So next, let's finish off with some cream products. So I have this Huda Beauty's Tantor, and this is in the shade medium. And let me tell you how I use it. Okay, I'm just going to take like a tiny amount, and I'm going to tap it on the back of my hand like this. Spread the product, and then I'm going to apply on the areas where I need. And this just gives such a beautiful finish, and it also blends very seamlessly. So once this is done, I'm going to go back with my makeup sponge, and I'm just going to make everything more blended. So that's how the bronzer looks like on me. So before jumping on to powder, I'm next going to spray my face with this NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And this is again my, my most favorite setting sprays of all time. I have spoken about this particular setting spray so much on my channel. I absolutely love it. I love doing this because it just like melts all of the products and again makes it look more seamless, and it makes our makeup stay for the longest time. And next we are going to use some powders. So I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and this one has become my favorite, you guys. So this is in the shade medium. Recently got this. I think I got this like 2-3 months back, and it's become my favorite powder of all time. I'm just going to first lightly, like set my under eyes. Just use a very tiny amount, and I also crease around this area. So I like to, tap here as well, and whatever is remaining, I'm just going to tap all around my face. Like it has instantly blurred my face, but still you can, see the shine, the glow that is peeking through. That's what I'm talking about. This is so good. Yeah, and I know Pat McGrath is very expensive, but the product is amazing. Like even the Charlotte Tilbury one doesn't look good on me. Like I just use it as a finishing product, but I can't use it like a setting powder because it just like creases underneath my eyes. It makes my under eyes look very cakey and heavy. So I absolutely love this, and I would highly recommend this one. But if you're looking for something which is under a budget, or if it is like a little more inexpensive, I would again highly recommend the Huda Beauty's Easy Bake loose powder, and I have the shade Banana Bread, and I'm just going to apply this with the help of this pack puff. This is so good. Again, it just like makes your makeup stay in place for the longest time. Okay guys, so now moving on to eyes. So the first thing I'm going to be using is this MAC Prolong Wear Paint Pot, and this is in the shade Lying Glow. So that's how it looks. I have had this product since such a long time now. And again, guys, like you don't need to use like an eye primer or an eye base, but if you use it, it just like makes your eyeshadows pop, and also makes your, eyeshadows last for a very long time, and that's why I really like to use this product. And as you all can see, it also matches my skin tone perfectly. Sometimes eyeshadows also will crease, and it will help you to avoid that as well. Okay guys, so next moving on to eyebrows. I have been loving this eyebrow combination. So first I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty's Bomb Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil in the shade Rich Brown. So I actually recently purchased it during the Pink Friday sale, and I just fell head over heels with this particular brow pencil. So this is like the most thinnest pencil that I have ever used. I'm gonna zoom you guys a little closer. This helps to give like hair-like strokes, and I'm just going to brush out my brows first. Okay, this is the trick I've been doing. So I'm going to line, my upper brows, and I have some sparse areas here. So I'm just gonna fill it up, and it looks like hair. Again, I'm just going to line my bottom eyebrows to give that shape. And now I'm going to give hair-like strokes here. And then I'm going to brush out my brows to blend everything in. It looks so natural. It has given hair-like stroke, and that's why I absolutely love this product. And yeah, so next I'm going to use this NYX Thick It Slick It Eyebrow Mascara. And again, this one I got recently, I think 2 months back. And this is in the shade Brunette. So first I'm going to use it like this. And then I'm going to brush my eyebrow hair up. Okay guys, so that's how my eyebrows look like. It's so good. And this is my favorite eyebrow combo of all time. Okay, so moving on to eyeshadow palette, my most favorite eyeshadow palette of all time that I would highly recommend is this ABH Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. I have spoken so much about it. It is so good and the shades in here are just beautiful. It also comes with a brush. I've kind of misplaced it somewhere, but yeah, this is how the palette looks like. Look at that. It just has such beautiful like this neutral tones, but also it has some pinks and some really good like shimmer shades, which is just going to elevate your eye look to the next level. It's not like a boring neutral tone shade. You can actually create so many different looks with this palette. So today I'm just going to create like a simple look. I don't know what to do, but I always go with this burnt orange shade first. This is my most favorite shade in this palette, and I'm just going to apply this on my outer corners. I'm going to use the same shade on my lower lash line as well. So next I'm going to take the shade called as Sienna, okay, which is this burnt orange sort of a shade. I'm just going to apply this on my outer corners like that, just dragging upwards. And again, I'm going to take this on half of my lower lash line as well. And I'm just going to apply this pink shade, which is called as Rose Pink. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm going to apply this on my lids. And I'm going to take this shade called as Sultry. Just going to apply this right next to that shade. And next I'm going to take this golden shimmer, which is called as Glistening, and I'm just going to apply this on my inner corners. Also, I'm going to slightly, just going to add it like that. Okay guys, so to make it a little more smoky, I'm going to use the shade called as Cypress Umber, which is this brown shade. So that completes my eye makeup. I absolutely love how it looks, and yeah, this is one of my most favorite like eye looks to create with this palette. So next, moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to use this NYX Epic Ink eyeliner pen, and this is actually, it has a brush tip applicator. It's not a felt tip, and it gives such good like precise liner, and you don't even have to put a lot of effort. So again, as you all can see, it's so black and nice, and I guess I went a little overboard with my wing, but it just looks beautiful. Anyways, moving on to my mascara. Next, I have this Essence The Falsies Mascara. I think I've used 2 or 3 mascaras from Essence, and this is hands down my favorite because it just like lengthens my lashes. At the same time, it also gives a lot of volume and it holds my lashes up for a very long time. I'm going to apply this on my lower lashes. Okay, so that completes my eye makeup. Okay, so moving back to my face makeup, I'm going to apply this Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Bronzer, and this in the shade number 3 Tan, and that's the shade. And again, this is another product that I absolutely love because makeup just looks so nice and airbrush with this product, so I absolutely love it. So even though this is expensive, it's around 4,000 something, you get a lot of quantity in here, and I think it lasts for a very long time. So I absolutely love this one. So moving on to my blush. I know blush is like all the rage right now, and there's so many amazing blushes in the market. But if I have to recommend one blush which is amazing, like really good quality, yeah, it's somewhat like a cream to powder finish again, and that is from this MAC. It is called as the Glow Play blush, and it's in the shade Heat Index. This particular shade, I have 3 shades in this total, and all the shades are pretty, but this shade in particular, it's so pretty, you guys. Like, I never thought a pink blush would look this pretty on me. Look at the shade and the way it applies on my skin. Again, this just gives such a nice airbrush effect. Like, pink blushes always look a little weird on my skin tone, but this one just looks so beautiful, and that's why I really like it. And even the formula is great, and I don't know why not many people talk about it. It's definitely a very underrated product. Okay, so lastly, moving on to my lips. The lip liner that I have used a lot this year is this Huda Beauty's lip contour in the shade Warm Brown. So that's how the shade looks like. It's neither too cool tone nor it's too warm. It's just a neutral toned brown lip liner. Now I'm just going to line my lips. Look at that. The shade is just perfect. No, like it doesn't allow your lipstick to bleed, and it also stays on for the longest time. This is just the perfect lip liner for every brown tan girl. So yeah, highly recommend. I mean, and for lipsticks, this year I've used some of the lipsticks, I think 5 or 6 lipstick that I've repeated a lot, but my top 3 have to be these, and all of them are pretty like, affordable. So that speaks a lot. The first one I highly recommend is this Miss Claire's liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade number 02. This has been my absolute favorite. It's a very beautiful lip color. Okay, and also I've used the Balm's liquid lipstick in the shade Trustworthy. Again, this is another lipstick that I've used a lot. From Kiro, I think I've used Nutmeg Nude, and this is the shade Peachy Nude. These two are my favorite. So these definitely are my top 3, I will say. So today I'm going to apply this Bobbi Brown crushed lipstick in the shade Bare. I'm meaning to use this lip shade from a very long time. The formula is great. I absolutely love it so much. I think for this particular makeup, the lip shade is just perfect. Okay, I totally forgot a highlighter, and again, I have used so many different highlighters, and nowadays I'm actually, like restricting myself from not buying highlighters because I have already a lot of them in my collection. I don't think I can use them probably in my entire lifetime. So I don't want to waste my money on highlighters. So that's why I have not purchased a lot of them. But out of everything I've used, definitely this Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petal. It is so pretty. It just looks absolutely stunning, and it has like this really pretty shine. Look at that. So pretty, and it also gives like a nice skin-like effect. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It just takes your makeup to a next level. And this particular highlighter also doesn't emphasize my texture, and that's what I like about it. Okay guys, so that's how my makeup looks like after applying a highlighter. And one last thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna spritz my face with the Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Setting Spray. Now this one just holds your makeup in place and makes your makeup, last for the rest of the day. So I only use this a very tiny amount in the end because it's neither going to make your face matte nor dewy. It just like sets your makeup beautifully for the longest time. So that completes today's video, guys. And these are all the products that I absolutely trust in. These are all my ride or die makeup products, like the top tier makeup products, that I use to get a very nice flawless makeup. And I know I recommended mostly high-end luxury makeup, but trust me, if you want to splurge a little bit of money and get like the best of the best makeup products, then these are it. And let me know in case you guys want like an affordable version of it, because I do have some affordable options which are amazing, but these have to be my top favorites. If you enjoyed today's video, then definitely like, share and subscribe. I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye guys.